I doubt they just let anybody enter there. But maybe we can try. Maybe Azura will bring me here as well. Ooh. That is some strange water they have here. And it looks like some kind of ruins as well. Behind that castle. Northern parts of Skyrim surely are interesting. Seems like we are almost in. And nobody had stopped us. That's quite interesting, I'd say. Hello? Is anybody here? Don't worry, creatures. We don't want to do anything wrong. Oh yeah, it is locked. Can I? Okay. Huh. I didn't borrow any book here. Okay then, creatures. We'll be off. Don't worry about us. Perhaps it's too late and nobody's here to welcome guests. It's not so far after the sunset, but still, perhaps they are early risers. Can blame them for that. But it seems those more houses here and Winterhold. Yeah, pretty sure there was more people living here. I wonder what happened. I'm not sure. It must have been lively market square someday before all of that had fallen apart. But why? What secrets does Winterhold hold from us? I wouldn't say it's a perfect place for me as a Redguard, and I think you feel similarly, Raya. How is my water situation? Do I have enough? I think this well is frozen. Probably some magic is needed here. No, those stairs are broken. Oh. Anything here? No. Nothing, I suppose. It looks like Winterhold have seen better days. That's for sure. Oh. A lot of people gather here. I think we have seen y'all already, right? I don't remember. Hello?
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything?
No, actually I was wondering what are you doing with my horse. But I'm sorry, what?
I've just been asked enough questions. I'm here to learn not to explain myself over and over. Forgive me. I didn't mean to assume.
Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Just I hope my horse is not troubling you.
Until next time.
Until next time. It was nice meeting you. There's this guy. And I believe there's only this one building here. Perhaps this Elven mage that this priest was speaking about was in this inn. Good evening, my friend.
Winterhold may not look impressive, but it has a very rich history.
Yeah, I've been walking around here and I see a lot of destroyed houses. It looks like the city took its beating. Could you tell me a little bit more about its history, my friend?
I'm afraid the Winterhold you see before you is somewhat underwhelming. I
Yeah,
can
for
assure you
sure.
of that it was quite something in its prime. An early capital of Skyrim, you know. Sadly, the Oblivion Crisis took its toll on Winterhold, in more ways than one. Then, the Great Collapse swallowed most of our beloved city.
How did the Oblivion Crisis impact Winterhold?
You may have noticed the college, just to the north there. Very prestigious place.
Hard not to see.
Mages from all over Tamriel traveled here to seek knowledge. After the Oblivion Crisis was over, many felt that magic users were to blame. Elves, to be specific. It created a great deal of tension. A good many dark elves were driven from the city, and people became uncomfortable with the presence of the college.
I see. But the Great Collapse? What was that? I don't think I have ever heard about it.
Just about 80 years ago, there was a terrible disaster. The cliffs overlooking the Sea of Ghosts collapsed, taking most of Winterhold with them. In the middle of it all, the college was practically untouched. Many of the survivors were suspicious. Some believed the mages were behind the whole thing, and others felt they could have at least prevented it. Archmage Aaron assures me that his people had nothing to do with it, and I believe him. But Winterhold never recovered.
Yeah, so it seems like Winterhold really did had its share of pain. It's hard not to notice that this College of Winterhold is keeping pretty well, even though it's standing on this, let's say, fragile structure. But could it be that the college was really dangerous for the nearby travelers and inhabitants?
Goodness, no. They're simply scholars. They mean no one harm. I've had several conversations with Archmage Aaron over the years. Oh, he's perfectly polite, if a bit guarded.
Yeah, I would expect a person of such position to be at least a bit guarded and careful with words. But it's good to know that you don't think them as dangerous. Thank you, my friend. I'll let you finish your drink and I'll go to inn as well. Let's go, Raya. Perhaps this time you'll enter with me.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll use some of that. Thank you. Some tense situation, it looks like. Hello, Nelaka.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for an elven mage who studies stars.
Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions.
No, actually, it is a bit strange. A priestess of Azura sent me, you know?
Azora? Gods, it's all finally coming back to haunt me. What do you know about soul gems?
Soul gems? I'm not really skilled with magic, but I used to live in the mage's house, so I believe they are for enchanting, correct?
They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azora's Star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning.
Okay. It seems that he was scheming something. What did this Malin do?
Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, diseased. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azora. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
Well, then he's welcome to eat and drink at home, isn't he?
But if this Malin would be closed inside of this star, he wouldn't be able to interact with the world anymore, would he?
If I wanted to get yelled at, I'd be home. Can't you leave?
And how does this Azura star work in a way?
I mentioned how the star is a soul gem, only it never gets depleted. There's another rule the artifact follows. You can only store white souls in the star belonging to the lesser creatures. Azura's magic won't allow black souls to enter it. As a mortal, Malin's soul was black, so part of his work was breaking past Azura's rules. He was close before. Well, I already told you.
But you said that the Daedra drove Malin insane? How did they do that?
Azora is no ordinary Daedra. She commands an entire realm inside of Oblivion. The more Malin worked on the star, the more she was able to damn him. It started slowly at first. Malin would see things that weren't there. Then he would yell at students over words they hadn't said. Then one day I walked in and Malin had killed a student. And in a horrific moment of inspiration, he started using her soul for his work.
Yeah. That's frightening. But, you know, you hear a lot about Azura and around Skyrim. But not much of it is bad. It's like she's almost trying to help most of the time. I don't know. Our gods are a bit different. But it sounds like this Malin got what was coming to him.
The college would agree with you. But you have any idea how many innocent lives were cut short just so Azura could have revenge? We're nothing to the Daedra. Pawns to move around, praise and punish as they see fit.
Perhaps you're right, my friend. Perhaps you're right. I'll have to think about it. But thank you for your help and speaking with me. I really appreciate it. Hello?
Good to see you.
It's a nice inn you have here.
Not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then.
Yeah. It is.
All right then.
Yeah, can
I
I...
understand Irid's been playing Hunt the Elf.
It's just children playing, Haran. I wouldn't fret over it.
I'm not fretting. I don't want Irid playing those sorts of games.
All right, I'll speak to her.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
yeah, I'd like to rent this room again.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you very much.
Can't you leave me be?
Oh, I'm sorry.
While I'm here, I've seen this city had its own share of pain. Anything around here that needs doing?
Well, not exactly. Listen, we're friends, right? I wonder if I
Sure.
could ask a favor of you.
What can I do for you?
It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. He mostly keeps to himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean.
Okay. But I see. There's a lot of drinks used without any kind of control. Can drive a lot of good men What did he used to be like?
Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love.
So, what exactly happened to him?
See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolane. The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day.
He seemed like a good friend, caring about him. You could just say that it's good for your business. And earn a good coin from him, at least until he's out of it. But what can we do about it?
I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could.
Yeah, you know, a man's mind, when put to purpose, can do good things, so perhaps we have to bring the purpose back to Ranmir. I will look around, ask where I can. I am a traveler, after all, and a mercenary. Thanks. I'll go to my room now.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Oh, thank you.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I sure will. Thank you very much, Dagor. You know what? I think it's also time to speak with Ranmir.
I say, you didn't hear any loud noises last night, did you? No, explosion sounds?
No, I certainly didn't. Is there a reason you're asking?
No, certainly not. A small experiment may have gone awry, but clearly with no discernible consequences.
I see. And is this something I'll need to worry about in the future?
Oh, certainly, I hope not. That would be quite unfortunate for my research.
It seems like this bartender or tavern keeper is a good person. I've already convinced him to pay. I wonder... Well, hello again, my friend.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Yeah, sorry to bother you, but I understand you knew Isabel Rolane.
What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever.
Okay, sure. Forget it.
Until next time.
Until next time, my friend. Okay, Raya, I think it's time to eat something. And we'll go to sleep. Tomorrow we'll have more tasks to do. Go to your room and have a good night. See you tomorrow.